because, well, the crater is like a mountain and is unworkable. So settling back here, even though ocean tiles aren't very useful, they will be more useful than random snow tundra tiles. We also have miasma random hills, so probably back here would be best. We would have the most tiles with yields. Overall, our starting is not very exciting. There is this huge wasteland of yieldless snow tiles. So we'll settle right here. And we still have the 2 Feraxite in range, and some unique resources. Unlike in Civ, in Beyond Earth, settling on resources destroys them. And choose production, the old Earth relic. I don't know if we're playing with a turn timer, but let's see, what do we want first here? Probably pioneering, and then we'll go into either genetics or chemistry. Genetics if we want the health granting buildings, and chemistry if we want the production building boosting buildings. And so all of that looks fine. We're playing a 5-player game with Tank, Kleptor, Baba Yetu, and Filthy Robot. Bye! But otherwise we're good to go. Good luck everyone. Are we playing with a turn timer or without, since we are... Okay.
Turn timer's on, but turn 1 there's no turn timer.
Okay, good to know. I would be fine with playing without a turn timer. These are all players that I'm somewhat familiar with. They wouldn't abuse or wait that out. Since it is a new game, sometimes there might be times where we're confused as to what we should be choosing and have the timer cut us off early, which, well, I guess it's fine. Losing an action here or there is okay, as long as everyone else is losing them too. And for those of you in chat, if I could get another quick confirm that all the audio is working out just fine, that would reassure me. I'm starting to get a little paranoid about that. And if we click on the score chart, do we reveal the ping times again? Yes, we do. Everyone, we have a good ping to everyone here. It looks like we are closest to Filthy there, with the ping down to 37 seconds. Although it is a long first wait. Let's see, how much info do I have? Only their locations. I don't have any intel on their surrounding territory. So our nearest neighbor is Citadella, that's Baba Yetu, but it looks like there's water separating us, so this map actually looks huge, and it looks like there's water everywhere. I think we are playing on Protean, which is Pangea, so this is, if we were playing Civ, I'd say this is a very strange looking Pangea. Alright, let's get that plantation online, and I think that clears the forest as well, although I could have read the actual pop-up. Some more Feraxite. So what are the yields on these Feraxite? 3 and 3, 6 total, another 3 over there. We got some geothermal, which adds some energy and can be useful for wonders. I think when it's improved it adds either probably just more energy, but possibly production. I don't have any of the improvements memorized. And thanks chat for letting me know that the audio is just fine. Ooh, lots of Feraxite. Okay, so we're gonna go Supremacy this game. That should be interesting. And we've got some alien skeletons to dig up. I believe those give you free alien workers. The story is that the alien units see you digging up that skeleton and somehow they respect you more for doing so, and they join you. Which, I guess that's as good a story as any. So we are going to play, I know this is a little irritating for some of you, with the grid and the tile yields on, at least for this first game, for this first little bit. We might turn them off, certainly in later games, and we might turn them off mid-game. Whoa, so much Feraxite. A little floatstone. I don't think I've seen any Xenomass, but yeah, definitely pushing us in the Supremacy direction. And should I shoot that wolf beetle? I don't know if that's strictly necessary. Alright, there's our old Earth relic done. We're going to want an explorer. And I suppose we could have gone Explorer first. Probably should have. Let's go down towards the Free Colony. We'll grab Frugality here. And our unit needs orders. We can either keep exploring or start digging this up. Since this is likely to give us a unit, we'll get that going first, even if it does tie us up for several turns. So this is my first multiplayer game. As usual, please feel free to weigh in with your different thoughts on what I should be doing. No spoilers if you're watching other streams though. For those of you who don't know, which is unlikely given that Filthy Robot streams nearly almost every day, Filthy Robot is also streaming this game. So if you're watching both streams, please don't spoil his game or spoil my game to him. Standard rules apply. Alright, so this expedition will take 3 turns. That's fine with me. And how is our old worker doing? Looks like we've cleared that forest. Plantation in 4. And that's what's sped along our old earth relic. Nice. So we're gonna get the next policy in 2 turns. Am I reading that correctly? Yes, that's excellent. Alright, so there's that explorer done. Great. We can go and grab a clinic or another explorer. I think we'll go into the explorer here, although the clinic would get us more science, would help push things through sooner. But we don't need the health right away. We're not going to have that colonist too soon, and it'll be an outpost first, so that won't put a drain on our health right away. So let's go triple explorer. I don't know if that's a build I'll stay with forever, but with this map, since we've got so much space, we'll keep it that way. Uncanny luck. So, the real test, whose stream are you listening to? In either case, I won't be offended if you want to go and listen to the old Filthy Robot, but as a point in my favor, I stream less often, so if you listen to me today, you can always listen to Filthy tomorrow. Actually, I think he takes Mondays off from streaming, but you can listen to him for the rest of the week. And Lucky Filthy did take a year off from his PhD to stream almost full-time, whereas I will be lucky if I get a stream in every weekend. Alright, develop a virtue. We're going to go and beeline towards the colonist initiative, so we'll grab homesteading there. Close that off, and occupational hazard, do we want? Yeah, we're gonna go down supremacy, so domesticate the wildlife there. And a quest decision, we want more culture from the old earth relic. Very good. That research pod got us... Oh, we've discovered a research pod, that's fine. Resource pod. Pardon my poor reading. And we dug up that skeleton and got a manticore, awesome. What did we get here? A free solar collector. Alright, so if we were the Slavic Federation, we would save that solar collector for when we can get a good free tech, but since we're not, we can use that right now. And this worker will go and pop up a generator, I suppose. And ready to launch. Drop that right here. We're likely to be working these tiles, I think, so we'll boost those tiles along with the city. Nice, and our unit here. Let's go back and grab an expedition pod, and we'll just... the alien that we converted does not take damage from miasma, but apparently he's a really slow mover, only 1 tile at a time. So probably not the best scout. We'll bring him back to guard the colony, and I did want to check how much of a boost we're getting off of that solar collector. Well, we'll take all our actions first. There is a timer to be wary of. It's going to take us 3 turns to get back there, and we're already under attack, so let's run away. Maybe go down there and do a bit more exploring, and then we'll start digging that up. Okay, so we're at the edge of the map here. There is 3 petroleum, which is, let's see, important for orbital units. But settling down here just for the petroleum looks like it'd be a pretty junky city. So hopefully we'll get petroleum elsewhere. Let's get that generator up. I do like the energy plan, although we should diversify with some farms as well. And right, we're looking at the energy boost here. So that's 11 from yields, and then another 2 and a bit from the bonus from the solar connector. Awesome, and we are increasing yields on these tiles here, and is our governor working them? Our governor is favoring food, which I'm fine with at the moment. Alright, choose production. Let's go grab that clinic now. I don't think I want a soldier or another worker just yet. Actually, let's go worker. Change production. Oh, let's open up these menus. These menus should be activated by default, as far as I'm concerned. So we'll put the worker out in front, and then we'll work on the clinic, and that should line up. When's our next social policy? In 1 turn. Okay, we're gonna get the free colonist rather quickly, which I'm quite pleased about. I don't want to stand on miasma. And here's miasma over here. Okay, he can heal up. I think our alien should heal faster on the miasma. So let's see if that's true. We'll leave him there next turn and see if he gains, say, I assume the default healing is still going to be 10 hit points per turn, and bonus healing from miasma might be 20 or 25. So right now his hit points are 59. If we just leave him there for a turn.
I got 4 ruins, and all of them has been energy.
Oh.
Dig that up. Explore over that way. This guy will pick up a resource pod and continue on his merry way. And grab ourselves the free colonist. Now, down here, not very exciting. We'll want to probably go and grab up all of this Firaxite to the north. Along the river would be good. The river does grant us bonus energy. We'll probably settle right here. That's a good distance so that we don't have too many overlapping tiles. Not that overlapping tiles is bad. I think even just placing them 3 apart would be fine, except for the what's the ultimate espionage sabotage that we can do here. It destroys improvements, so I guess that's the only downside to packing your cities really closely together. But I think I want to settle there just to clear some of that miasma. Alright, so how much did we heal there? I think that said 15. We were at about 60 last time. Yeah, alright, so we do get plus 5 bonus healing from miasma, assuming all of my other assumptions are correct. Ooh, and there's some titanium. 5 titanium used for mechanical and orbital units. We definitely want to grab that up. So settling here would put the titanium in range. 2 Firaxite. That's good. Firaxite, from what I recall from the tech tree, also boosts or allows you to build certain science boosting buildings. So that will be really good. Let's head over this way. And this explorer can explore over this way. Meanwhile, our Manticore will heal up and then go and guard the city, maybe explore this little bit here. Who's left? This worker's finished the generator. Let's go work on a generator over here. That's also going to be enhanced, that tile, by the solar collector. So that'll all work together really nicely. Discovered Pioneering. Let's have a look at the scores. We sort by score. Cleftor as Frank Riberia is ahead. We are in second to last place. That score means nothing. Or I'm just trying to make myself feel better. Okay, we've got more petroleum in the back, but again, it's around these useless tiles. It would be nice if we could have settled coastally, and perhaps we should start settling some of those coastally. Maybe the guy back here, and then he could pick up the coral and the algae, and then we would be within range to pick up the petroleum and the titanium. Okay, we can settle right over here.
No, Clef.
Yeah,
No.
seems like a good spot.
Yes.
And is that miasma? No, it's not. Ooh, another resource pod. Lots of nice places to expand to, and we are in a corner, the bottom of the map here, so that's good. Any free-for-all, we'll do that. And over with my Manticore, we are exploring, and there the colony pod resource pod has been covered. Don't know if I want to stand directly beside that beetle, but I do want to pick that up. We don't want to stand on miasma, so we'll move over, stand on that resin tile. We have the expedition, got its population, great, and we discovered an alien nest way to the north. Well, since we're not going Harmony, we'll probably want to clear those out as early as possible so that they don't spawn a bunch of units to make trouble for us. Totally different philosophy from our game last time, where we were trying to play nice with the alien life forms. Do I want to stand beside that manticore? Probably not. Let's get back into our own territory, heal up, recharge our expedition pod. And there, quest complete, gifts from home, got us 15 science, excellent. So we cleared out pioneering, and the resource pod also got us science. So there's a huge science boost there, which is good. And we'll get away from those aliens. That seems prudent. Okay, more titanium, excellent. Titanium and petroleum means we can build some of those awesome orbital units. We did with the planet carver on our single player exploratory game, and if we can get that out early, I assume it'll be quite devastating, so something to think about. We'll have a look at the tech tree once we grab these basic techs and see what we can do at possibly beelining, something like that. And, well, we'll try and play peaceful with the aliens for now until we get a sizable military of our own rolling. Alright, so 3 generators. The next few improvements that I'll make will be farms. I don't want to go all energy. And we are going to settle this hill right here. Yeah, I like that. Alright, a virtue, we can grab the free worker. We're really shooting through the virtues here. I'm assuming part of that has to do with the fact that we're playing on fast, so everything feels quick compared to the standard speed let's play that we did last time. But we also got that old earth relic done quickly because of some extra production, if I recall correctly. Do we want to... Yes, we'll queue up a settler at Q colonist, and then we'll chop the forest to speed the whole set along. And here we'll go for a farm, as promised, and grab a new resource pod. Alright, we have a lot of workers here. Alright, you can clear this forest too, although the tubers might not be bad. Alright, we'll guard our sea of workers. And that's it. What's going on over there? There's some sort of a pop-up that I should have read. Probably we met someone or something. Or was it someone dying? We've got Uncanny Luck saying RIP in chat. Could have missed something important. Or maybe you heard me clearing my nose. I hoped I muted myself for that. But I could easily have missed out. So if you do hear me sneezing or coughing on chat, I apologize for my suboptimal health. Oh no, okay, so that explorer's probably dead. At least he picked up a colony pod, a resource pod along the way. Another nest, we do need an army out to clear that out. We got 40 energy. We could potentially buy a colonist at some point. I'm not sure what the fast speed purchase price is. And we've got this impassable mountain to the north, so we might be pretty isolated here, which I don't know how I feel about that. I guess that's good, but I was hoping to test out some early aggression. So what do we want here? We can make a generator, and only a generator in this spot. That's going to take us 5 turns. We are on miasma, but we have enough hit points to power through that. Explorer is healed. We'll send him back out. And let's get somewhere where we're to heal, where we're not constantly taking damage from that other manticore, and we weren't killed, and we can clear this nest. Oh, that's perfect. Where the heck did those aliens go? So a free nest clearing, and we'll pull back out somewhere that's not going to damage us. Alright, so there's a long, impassable mountain and crevice range. And this worker wants to go, yeah, we can put up a mine or follow over towards that. We'll build the mine and then we'll walk over to the outpost there. That should become a output or an actual city soon. And add to queue, I think we're going to need the trade depot, or I can rush by that. Okay, so purchasing the colonists is 470. Convoy is 200. Alright, let's go and work on the trade depot. And I actually want that even more than the clinic. Because if we send a trade route over to Kayun, we'll be able to develop that into a city sooner. And yes, this poor little explorer is not long for this world. I guess they're not too happy that we cleared out their nest. Swing over this way. Alright, so that's where the impassable range ends. If we dropped a city here, we could lock this area off for ourselves. And we would have a lot of safe internal trade routes. I do feel bad about missing out on sea-based routes, but where the crash down area was, we didn't have the option to settle coastally, at least not with the capital. Let's go put a mine on that, and that will up the yield to 3 production, which I assume is quite good. We'll heal up here for a turn, and then we'll probably want to start shooting on this manticore. Some of the land that doesn't have miasma looks like it has miasma. I am not impressed with the color choices. I mean, sure, from a distance it looks nice, but it doesn't convey information as well as it should or as it could. Ooh, another resource pod. Great. And this guy is gonna go and explore to the left of this impassable range. Meanwhile, we are healing up. Manticore, Wolf Beetle. We'll wait till they come into range. I assume this Manticore also has only 1 movement, that's correct, whereas the Wolf Beetle has 2. So our workers aren't in danger, and if they do get too close, we can do City Bombard and Manticore attack. So wait there. Corsair 1122 asks the thought about tall versus wide. I think so. Cities do increase the cost of techs and virtues, but overall they are much more beneficial, and I'm fairly certain that your buildings can offset their health cost. So right now, or at least this game, we're going to go for the whole infinite city spam plan, or at least drop as many cities as we can reasonably fit with reasonable yields. So 1 city here, we'll do coastal on this side of the map, probably 1 over here too. There's a lot of Reslin, and then 1 up there, 1 up there. We'll fit in at least 6, possibly 7 cities on the south side of this impassable range. And we'll keep on guarding our units. Do I want to explore this way? Yeah, let's explore that out. We searched, we got 50 energy off of that. So as soon as the trade depot is done, I'll buy out some trade units and possibly buy out a colonist here if that develops into an actual city by that time. Let's have a quick look at our, well, we'll do all of our movements first, and then we'll have a look. Crash satellite, we'll want to try to pick that up, but we'll need to clear out the aliens first. So what we'll do is come home to heal up, maybe base ourselves at Kayun, and have a peek at what's going on to the south. Oh yes, it's all the aliens. That's not going to be healthy for that poor explorer. And let's scare these guys off. Right, that's done. Head over here. We can go and improve the gold. And the explorer here will keep rushing forward. That Seems fine. We were going to look at the quests while we still had time on the turn timer. Speaking of which, I'm not... Okay, so this is the countdown of the turn timer up top. Occupational hazards, we want an alien preserve, and we want to settle a colonist. So the free colonist from the Virtue would complete that quest if we had already researched pioneering. But as it is, we'll have to wait for the second colonist here. Alright, we got a whole bunch of production, and that pushed us over through the clinic and the trade depot. Let's go and purchase the trade convoy. And keep on exploring here. Alright, let's run away from these aliens. And do I want to protect my worker? He's safe there. Keep on trying to injure these guys. How are we doing here? We've got 30 hit points left. We're going to finish this generator in 2. Alright, and then after that we'll have to heal up somewhere nice. I think the estimate on the completion time there was wrong. It seems like the game does not take into account the time it takes to clear a forest, which is pretty bad. I'm kidding, luck. No, I don't know how much the each city increases science cost by. It's probably somewhere in the range of 5 to 10%. But if one of you wanted to go and do some hunting around with Google and let me know, that could influence my future decisions on exactly how much spamming we're going to be doing. Let's grow that outpost. Yes, it's packing your cities close together is good. It's easier to protect your treasures from aliens before we get the ultrasonic fences online. Star of Hope says it's 5% science and 10% culture. That's the increase that each new city has for you. And we've met Baba Yetu. And, oh, it's a soldier, not a... I thought I could kill his free settler or something. But we should probably pull back here. We don't want an attack from the Manticore and the Wolf Beetle. And as for this worker, would he be killed instantly? Maybe we shouldn't risk moving him over to the tubers just yet. Let's walk up here and put on a generator. So that's one bonus from having a river. It gives you the option to build farms, whereas on this tile we could only build generators. So maybe those 2 spots, generators on rivers, should have been farms, but I don't know, it's fine. I don't want to stand on Miasma and be surrounded by aliens. Let's go pick up that resource pod. Bonus culture, which gets us another virtue. We could finish off prosperity. It does get us the boost there. Increases our tile building. So that's great. Happy to take that there. And looks like this guy's going to die. Let's try to hide him in the city. That should have him safe. Alright, so this guy also needs to get away from the miasma. He can also hide in the city. Good, good. Fortify until healed. There is no unit stacking, but you can, as with Civ, stack 1 civilian and 1 military unit. Here, let's just fortify. We don't want Baba Yetu coming in here. Or he could attack us. Alright, let's run away then. Not onto miasma. Not towards aliens. And we'll need a soldier of our own at some point. We've got a quest decision. Do we want city hit points or health? Let's go with health. I don't think we're going to need city hit points. So, miasma plus our explorer should be enough to take this guy down. Let's just fortify heal here. We'll go deal some damage to Baba Yetu. And the worker can fortify heal too. Choosing research, what do I want here? So grab chemistry, genetics. That alien sanctuary or something, we had a quest for that alien preserve. We could pick up life forms, probably not the most useful thing to do. Computing to get our spy agency online sounds like a good plan. Thorium reactor repair facility. Getting a bunch of robotics for the auto plant would be good. Let's go engineering here, and then as I need something else, we'll switch things over. Discovered chemistry. Great. And we don't have enough energy to buy anyone else out. We are keeping an eye on this troublesome soldier. It looks like he can attack us right here. So if we retreat, we don't want to needlessly lose an explorer. Ooh, and the game music is getting epic. I don't know if that was triggered by our war. Let's scare that guy off. Hopefully shooting him doesn't antagonize him. Get that mine going, more culture from gold. And for now, we can fortify here, see if this guy comes forward. Fortify heal. And healing up there, that's fine. Trade convoy. Grow the city. And over here, we're going to want the Old Earth Relic. Quest decision. Production from trade routes, or trade depot, yes please. One production versus one energy, I'll go with the production please. And the Manticore is healing. And we should have a colonist, that's 6 turns out, okay. I'll have all those guys heal up. So, we do want to kill this audacious scout from Baba Yatu, the Brazilian, what does that symbol even mean? Virtues, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to bring up diplomacy. No, he's the South American states. Alright, so he's staying there to heal. We'll stay here to heal as well then. And I would bring my Manticore over if he had more than one movement per turn. Alright, so there's that generator down. Let's get the food rolling. And we've discovered Kea Gun. Somewhere a station has landed, I presume. Thankfully not where we're planning to Camp Cascade, Fort Barca. Interesting. Alright, we'll let that worker and Manticore heal up a little more. Oh, the Manticore can move out. He'll be safe there. I can take the first shot if this Manticore wanders over. We'll leave that Manticore be. We don't want... well, let's start poking the aliens. That'll increase aggression all across the map. And I'm sure the aliens might bother us, but hopefully they'll bother the other players as well. So I did want to check our quests. Found an outpost and build an alien preserve. So engineering into paddocks and alien preserve. We could grab alien life forms next, but that doesn't really help with any of our military plans. I probably want computing. But what is the reward from the alien preserve quest? If anyone can look that up for me, and then I'll know whether or not I should be going, if it's worth going for the alien preserve. And our worker is free, he can go. I think we've improved most of the tiles around here. We could go into the fraxite. What do we need to mine fraxite? Let's see. I think it... where would that be? Fraxite mine, we can check the Civilpedia. Well, let's do all of our other actions first. This explorer is now healed. We don't want to stand on miasma or get killed by aliens. Let's go over towards this hill and check the Civilpedia now. Fraxite. Fraxite mine requires robotics. Alright, so we're not going to be able to get that fraxite online for a while, but we definitely want to go in the robotics direction. We've got the auto plant, and then we can also start mining out all this fraxite. Ooh, instant killed by aliens there. Alright, well, aliens, you've just declared war, as far as I'm concerned. And, approximate damage inflicted. Alright, so soldiers versus explorers, not a good fight. Oh man, our unit was killed? That's a shame. We're gonna need a soldier of our own then. I think if we complete this quest, we'll get a soldier off of settling that city. But otherwise, this worker has completed the gold, that's great. We can put a farm on that river hill, presumably. Although that's not something I've actually tested yet. Killed, and... a wolf beetle. Lost 2 explorers that turn. Harsh. Definitely harsh. Okay, so let's put up a farm here. Alright, so... Kalishkova, thanks for the info there. The quest for building the Alien Preserve is an affinity point, and we do want affinity points, but I don't know if we want them more than the spy agency. So... I guess we'll go engineering, computing... Okay, engineering, computing, alien life forms, robotics. And we can adjust that as needed. Meanwhile, this soldier is hunting our explorer, and he might expire here. So it looks like going triple explorer didn't really work out for us here. I mean, yes, we did expose this land rather rapidly, but all those explorers got killed without getting us too much that we couldn't have gotten with just 1 explorer or 2 explorers. Now this worker, I can go put a mine on this miasma, I suppose. I don't want to work too close to those aliens. And over here, yes, a farm. Keep shooting down those aliens. And we will need to build out... We could build a soldier here, or we could... We're healthy. Alright, let's build a soldier. Alright, we've got a quest decision. The next time I select a trade route on Uncanny Luck, we'll go over what the arrows do. It's just basically which city gets which rewards. Alright, so Station Charter, Adept Blue, or Shackleton. Would I rather have Culture? Yes, I would. Let's approve Shackleton. Where Shackleton spawns, pretty much where I wanted to drop a city. I think I wanted a city right here. So we could go and destroy them, or we'll just settle that city later and settle something up to the north. That's probably what we're going to need to do. And these guys here, this guy could come in to kill us. This is not miasma, but would have us surrounded by aliens. So let's try to run away from that soldier. If the aliens kill us, that's just the way it goes. I'm going to mine rolling, and I think we'll be safe. We should be able to kill this guy right here. Yes. Alright, so, and then the wolf beetle has a maximum of 2 moves. We're safe there. Station Charter, discovered Shackleton.
Bob, have you already moved that explorer? Because I need it out of the way.
Shackleton?
Yeah, I already moved it. It's about to die.
Uncanny Luck, trade with others, other factions does give them energy and science, but usually you get almost twice as much, if not more than twice as much, energy and science there. So I think it's mutually beneficial. It just does give them some incentive not to declare war on you. But foreign trade routes, totally fine. If I have someone who I can trust not to attack me, I'd happily open foreign trade with them. Although when they do declare war, unlike in Brave New World, your units, your trade units return to their origin city rather than being destroyed. Alright, where do we want to send this guy out to? Probably somewhere over here then. Okay, if we want to settle one city here, Shackleton pushes that off. We'd have to settle right here, which wouldn't be bad. We would miss out some of this Resolin, but we could pick it up with a 4th city. Alright, let's settle right over here. So, we would like an escort at some point, but for now, stepping out over this way is just fine. We got that farm done. Could go and improve this stuff. Let's just cross the river and see what that wolf beetle does. And
Does
do we
anyone know an
want
easy way to declare war without using a unit?
soldiers nursery, cyto nursery? Let's grab the cyto nursery here. A little science and health. And we're gonna go down the production boosting tree here, and then we'll probably pick up might later. I chose that really quickly because the timer was going down. Ooh, and another virtue, eh? Is that because free virtue from a synergy bonus? Alright, extra energy from the capital gets us over to the Rome-like ability. If we are going to be building a bunch of cities out, then the 25 production boost for buildings in the capital sounds really useful. Let's get over to standardized architecture. And we'll keep on moving this way. I think we will need an escort of some kind. The soldier's about to finish, so we can use him. And a deal proposed here, peace treaty. And let him get a free scout out on my lands. Well, I don't really have anyone to kill him in the next 10 turns, so we can accept that. And the Manticore will keep healing. We can't improve the Firaxite, but we can put up a farm. And that will feel wandered off, so we can pop down either a generator or a farm. Let's go with a farm here. And we do want to settle something here, since this is where Baba Yatu's coming from. Okay, so this is where we attach the rest of the continent. We really are in our own little peninsula army arm thing here. And that does mean our naval trade routes on this side of the map might be safer. So yeah, we'll set up a bunch of cities along the coast here. At least 3, possibly 4 cities. We'll want to drop something here to lock this area off. And apparently this is really good land for terrascapes. Any useless tiles, we can just replace that with memories of home. Alright, what do I want here? We are unhealthy, we could go grab the clinic. Clinic we already have, so we'll get the production bonus here. Alright, let's go into a clinic and then maybe we'll pump out a colonist or another soldier. The soldier, however, though, needs to guard. Head over here and guard where I'm planning to. I don't want to stand in miasma, but that is the fastest way. And we need to guard the wolf, our worker from that wolf beetle. And we'll send the worker along with this colonist. Okay, a wolf beetle, but it does look like the way is clear for our settler to move forward. The radar trick does still seem to work, although that does need to be verified more rigorously. And where did I want to settle? Right, one here, and then on the coast without destroying anything probably means right there. So yeah, that's exactly where we're headed. And this worker, keep on following along, or we'll spend some turns healing up over by Kayun. And yeah, it looks like our unit could die here. Should we deal some damage before we expire? Alright, let's do that. Our Manticore didn't last long. We should try to save the worker though. I believe we are playing on the Pangea version of the map, which I think is called Protean. But it does look like a lot of water. Looks like we're in this little peninsula to ourselves, which on a free-for-all is good. Unfortunately, we did lose that Manticore. Let's grab the recycler, a little more production, and then we could go laboratory, so we could pump science a little faster, or do we want to go into a colonist right away? I think let's go recycler into colonist, and then maybe, since we do have the 25% production bonus, if we have the buildings in our capital, this will be the last colonist our capital makes, and any future colonist will be purchased or built out of other cities. In fact, let's do that right now, or soon. In a couple turns, we'll be able to purchase a colonist, and in which case, perhaps I'll cancel this colonist and we'll pump out some units to deal with Shackleton, the aliens, Baba Yatu. Baba Yatu is the player that declared war on us earlier, and we'll get this guy in here to heal up. This worker stole a wolf beetle. No, we killed the wolf beetle. Okay, so get that farm going again. and go and converge on this location. Definitely want to guard the settler there from this wolf beetle. Alright, let's keep on moving here. And finish that farm out. Okay, we could drop a farm over here. I'm not sure where the source of fresh water is coming from, but I guess the tile type and having a source of fresh water both influence whether you can drop a farm. But since there's nothing that I urgently need to build, what tiles are my people working? Maybe something over there would be good, but with the miasma, these guys will need to fortify heal before they can improve anything else. Alright, we are 16 turns out from computing. We can get our spy agency going. And hey, GG Mikhail. Yeah, sorry, I'm not a Twitch partner, so your lower resolution versions of the stream are not available to you. And if you have a low download speed, you might be out of luck there. But if you think my stuff is really good, I guess the only way I can become a Twitch partner is if I get larger audiences. So do you tell all your friends and other Beyond Earth fans about me and tell them to watch my stream. That's all we can do about that. Self-plug complete. Oh, and I do accept donations, but that's not going to help you with your stream quality. Alright, let's sell the outpost. Loop. Some titanium there. We want to sell something down here. We'll have to get rid of Shackleton. So 2 soldiers. I don't think that's enough to get rid of it. They're 10 strength versus 16 strength. That might do the trick, actually. Let's, we can attack them once. I don't think stations only defend themselves. They won't attack you back. So if we deal some damage, we can just sit beside them and heal up. And yeah, let's send this worker over. All of these tiles have been improved. We're not going to get over to robotics to improve the Firaxite for quite some time. So we'll head north-ish. Yes, GG Mikhail. This will go over to YouTube, so not to worry there. We'll have all different types of formats and resolutions on YouTube. Do I want... well, I could buy out a colonist here and work... yes, we definitely want a trade depot. And what we need here, add to queue, is another trade convoy. I really need to be emphasizing trade since it's so powerful. And we'll go and purchase a colonist. And the monk asks how old I am. I'm happy to tell you, but let's have the chat guess my age first. That sounds like a fun activity. Alright, everyone here is healed up. Miasma. Alright, so we can't settle down here until we get rid of this station. Settling up here, we definitely would need an escort of some kind. I probably want to settle, well, 1, 2, 3. Probably right here then, since we aren't going to have time to get an expedition over, but there are so many aliens to take care of. So let's just start moving our settler over in this direction, and then we'll worry about it. Nate King says that I'm 22. That's not quite right.
It's better to destroy it than to wait it out. It takes a long while.
Yes, with all this Firaxite, we are almost certainly going supremacy here. Alright, so, do we want to play a game called Can These Units Destroy Shackleton? Well, let's find out. Declare war, yes. No. 2 soldiers will not be able to destroy Shackleton. So, let's just leave. And clear out some aliens, a spot for our next colonist. But there's this wolf beetle causing us trouble. We'll go hide back inside the city then. Star of Hope guesses 26. Captain Gregor guesses 27. Fate Amiable to Change guesses 21. But the monk gets it right at 29. I am 29, still living the student lifestyle somewhat as a PhD student. And of course, loving strategy games. Now that wolf beetle, I don't want it to take our worker, we'll hide behind here. So we'll come back, destroy Shackleton. I mean, I'd be happy to trade with Shackleton, but I'd rather have a city here, right on the coast. So we're gonna destroy that. That soldier will go to heal up in Yettin. Or, so those of you who actually know how to read these words, my apologies. Hopefully it's not too bothersome to you. And let's get this worker over here to repair the titanium, or start a mine to actually make use of that titanium. Fortify the soldier there to heal. Choose production back here. Trade convoy, yes please. Although we can only support 3 trade units on 3 cities. And since we declared war on Shackleton, I doubt they'll accept our trade convoy, which means we need to get on a military unit sooner. Let's see, combat rover, 12 strength. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Where do I pick up the artillery type units? That's autopilot, tac jet, engineering. One of these places gets me a rocket battery. Is that what I wanted? Missile rover. Alright, at computing. In 10 turns I'll be able to build a missile rover. Missile rovers will definitely let me take Shackleton since they don't take damage when they attack, being ranged. Alright, this soldier, hang out here. Forward and to protect. The workers are running out of good stuff to improve. I guess at 4 we can start working on a road. Yes, let's do that. Work on a road to the capital city. I don't think we have... Oh, Fort Barca appeared. What does Fort Barca get us? Anyways, we'll find out once we look at the trade. That means we can't afford one more convoy. Let's grab a laboratory though. I don't want to fall too far behind on science. And let's grow that colony out faster. Fort Barca gets us production and energy, so not bad. If we don't have any internal trade routes, we can trade with that guy. And developing a virtue. Standardized architecture, yes. Candy Ink says that Rangers would be fine for taking down Shackleton. I don't really care to build any Rangers, so I'd rather wait until we have the rocket rovers, or whatever they're called. Somehow rocket rover doesn't sound like it should be the real name. And we'll just fortify. I think we'll fight better on the defensive, although it's probably an erroneous assumption. Right, this is miasma. We'll want to go somewhere without miasma to heal up. We can go and work on a mine there. And this worker, we're working on that road. Whoa, okay, so on fast speed, roads build pretty quickly. Was that just 1 turn? I think it was.